Ken.
No. Master, that is my station. I can take him on. Why am I in Beguasi? So, dear Nasa Chia, me the evidence about chairman sending Beguasi. Win him what I have. In the chairman's or patches or chair, are you out of your mind? A parliament in a fool. And maybe a small boy and a baby, but chairman's as well. Or champagne, but more branch. I only respect him, but what dear Gropa made it back on Poto, Miss Robio. Me parliament, I made 11,000 cities. Now me chop money to me myself.
Carry young call Hafiz Assembly, so young went to a major said the Washa say, oh, cano, what be one Casaya, I'm a or say, what they, now, Hafiz, dear, no, I tell a chairman, I me dead. Parliament investigation, and ask about one family. Parliament, and ask, bring the investigation. Then no cross obey. All was so about investigation. I didn't know Katasu. Is Parliament more than judiciary? I didn't know show judiciary, now show Parliament. Another form of government. Sure. I don't know more than your massa. Okoto, Nebugre, Yanyan Trade Wonko. I will fight for justice for every person in this country. And what all I'm doing is that justice for all. Not justice in the interest of the strongest. We are not in a Plato's ideal world. Why esikafo enkwana justice eyomdia. No. Mamente Hafiz asem no ase. Esan say me am your questions be bra me raise your voice na me tie no ho. Nia on Facebook, nia won tron say Hafiz no announce na ye nhwehwemu ma ye koche no jeli no. No. Say the same Hafiz nso no ba hai. Yeah. Okay. Announce ena you see Dr. Edembi. The whole thing is say Aya Hafiz no Mubarak Babatunde Omukobu Dubai Fobi. Okay. Company the Omega Strategic Service. Sir, Omunombe gold business. Omupe 1,000 tons of gold for $5.7 million. And Omuya first transfer of $1.9 million. And that to Hafiz na account. Omuya 4190 and Omu distribute to you. Enti company no a wo Dubai ni hu se nkofo no enye legitimate business no we no person bu omo. Omo nyonku bi our friend Dr. Adam and contacted Anas to investigate and get these guys arrested, which he did. Enti onu one who double agent. What three sika man kura so onye yi no osa akwaji sika wa ha. Because owie no a yachi Hafiz no because onu okwa otwini sutuo. And Anas Bufui. They the full video no ba beti say Anas ka say onu they were dead and gone. Munya na chiri die anyway say no mo ka say no. Hafiz no na enti ho na uti baby ya wo ka say na oba no ba ka say onso sika no mo ya. Enti Anas no ko New Town. E ko share two other people na mo ka Hafiz no wo yes a deal no. Enti two people no conversation. Ah wo video no na e show ka e bo kakakra no okay. Enti Anas koya no onu akasa wo record e ne de we. O record ye? Yes. Argentina okoye case against Hafiz, one tender in as evidence. Why? Because they paid him $100,000. Onu akasa the video will come okase and they buy me $100,000. So the state attorney or your bar on chile sika obaje. Atija. No one say, you know, my money say ask for money. We all want money. But what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? Do you have evidence? I say yes. I say aha. Oh yeah, and he says aha. Now you understand. So I'll bring the evidence. Then the woman also said, if you bring the evidence, then I'll do it in such a way to correspond with where so that the case was spoiled. That is why the case got spoiled. It was not Charles Christ, the judge. Oh, video. You be show Monday, or show it there Wednesday, Friday. I have two. You be show some video ya or oni boys no kasa Mubarak ni Babatunde. We are Monday. You be show video no. Ofrio me na me pese e follow na man 40 ase. Na mo baby a Mubarak ani Hafiz no nyina fe do mo agree ya. A woko say case ni nyina no. You hear or you see say when you woman no and negotiate. Then you know who announces. And in a case $1.9 million. And you have Hafiz in about business or go jail na. He was arrested the first time. One tick. Go back say case no. News far. okase sa case no e na Charles Chris e na ye ne basa e na judge to be asem basa. It is because Anas and who state attorney oba no and o be case ne basa. Now you sit there now will be Charles Chris me friend so anya relapse kwa biem when you stroke yes what tiachi motor what you say now would you $50,000 no be aje 500 Ghana cedis obi aje 500 Ghana cedis also a corrupt to a losing a juma for life you are getting a license. So what should be done to Anas? What should be done to Anas? How many judges? Maybe it's a question. How many judges and we're investigating? How many of them and we're doing koi? How many custom officers and we're investigating? How many of them and we're doing koi? We have a video to that effect. Custom for now we're investigating your mudi uncle. Now say me who's what about on Facebook who say a part 2 9 years ago. Investigation we no e fe na di part 2 but because makachen say we selective justice and people don't get it e yo maame ana wunu bi ana papa bi and anas ya gu nani masesa na onu nipa na ogu obi ani maselo wo ye bone kese ye chesa a Ghana for mo nya de mane mo ye mane ye ya o ti ase nya wonyankunti e ya wonyankunti wo de yemfa ho ye de beyo say ya stop anas bone na wodi ni anya genuine investigate
abusia enti video na ye kohwe no eye last 6 years that was 2019 2019 ena Kennedy Agyapong Agyapong o share sa entokwana se in fact na enye ntokwa ketwa between oni Anas Aremiyaw Anas nti tokwane hyase no enye nnemo ache entokwane hyase no ache papa ami mo bibia akwa na enema ekoso ewo NPP mo yewura Kennedy Agyapong say ni lawyers are filing that is the new order in lawyers are filing for reduction of that $18 million no Anas Ediyeden demanded from the court no after the jury judgment na ba bontin no ayehwe ni mu se the 30 days na judge na nkasa oti edwam no ode ma Kennedy Agyapong on file for appeal say 30 days ni so na Kennedy Agyapong on file then the court can go ahead and bring the verdict and I say come out with the judgment. Abusia for yenko take Kevin Kwabodi Taylor and sema waka ediafa sanse gwehu and in fact secret will review ediafa sa nema ekoso ewo Kennedy Agyapong oni Anas Aremiyaw Anas the case we emu any honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo asabre domiko abenya constituency na oye MP ene NDC for agyefi ni nsem atuna kasa or grant interviews o chiremu the candidate no mukoyi no ono ena osabotage no Kevin Kwabodi Taylor ascendi some warning some strong message bi e de akwama no any MPP for tactics omu eyisu on this case yenkone yenkoti nsem no mesro se odo comment betum na wala like dwumadi na wa share na afoforo eje bi ahwe yankopon koso a ehirawo
de bia me kache Ghana for say enye ebia nkubi odatare woto ana Sunday or Saturday powder bi odi abokum ana nyome bi a wodi afefa wanim aye kase begina nipa huhuru wanim kura obesuro makes you intelligent. I keep saying these are some of the people are your more chance and I blame Kwame despite and the misinformation utie sanko fo mienu anomo kase ya they no friend who journalist no catch any pan say Anas lawyer say. So if you are a journalist, what is your job? Because then it means you have actually had a conversation with Anas's lawyer. If you are going to pose this question or this is going to come into a conversation, the best thing to do is to ask for that to prove to the world, because their conversation all boils down to Kennedy Ntia because Anas and or the camera are court. And it's a journalist now to one I will say. Anas lawyer say, Ebi Anas lawyer some more catch on no bois. Now, can you as a journalist sitting there on that platform when you are called to answer for allowing that guy to misinform, no, what basis, what evidence are you going to stand on to prove your case? Because Anas lawyer can tell you, I didn't say anything like that. So I cannot, that's why I record here. He can tell you he is not obliged to show you that. So what do you do as a journalist? I am talking about protecting your credibility and protecting the job you do and understanding the fundamental job you are doing. Actually, where Jimmy? Actually, what Junior will say, this is a clear-cut case of shutting down somebody who is foolishly ignorant and wants to stupidly rant because of what has happened in the Supreme Court in New Jersey as a battle between NPP and NDC. This is clearly to tell you, say, majority of Nkwasiafo no muti radio so ni TV for na amo say omo no mo air conduct makachrem Ghana makachrem me say san Nkwasiafo muti radio so ni TV so mo journalist no so we telephone conversation any interviews to free they cannot speak for 10 minutes from Omar Dream to tell you what they think about issues. They can't do it. 90% of Nkwasiafo muti TV so say journalist no me say so we interviews to free. Anytime I'm better now, I surround with foolish people to talk to. Because me sitting here, I do my homework before I come here. I can sit for 10 hours. I will tell you everything and back it with facts. Because my job here is to educate you. My job is my job here is not to bring somebody to come and share their opinion. Platform. So it is not my job to bring people to come and share opinions. It is my job as a journalist to tell you what you want to hear, the facts. So I have a lot of work on me. It is our job to go find the truth and let you know. That is why when you come on my platform, hardly do you see any monkey sitting on it and saying, I want to share my opinion. No, I better show also share opinion. Now go can be na me to me and hold you I will end up in jail. No. But when you believe in what you do, you have the intellectual know-how and intelligence, deep intelligence to understand what you are doing. You do your work. You fact-check your work before you sit there to allow pigs to make statement against a court. Anas court. Video aba. Yasi Anas lawyer can also bring permission. Anas lawyer on Belgium. Anas lawyer on him how to send an email. The way you were able to contact Anas's lawyer, you can use the same channel to contact him to give you the evidence proving say America court Benbe who's a camera or air filming nipa. These are very dirty people. America visa ayafo. Sebio kwasiebia to be American tea and Ghana ye Jimmy tea to be free obia journalist. Now let's dissect the matter. This document you see here. We want more Jimmy. Most of us are inclusive for we so. Ye Jimmy Tra. You see this document. This is a request. A request that the Anas team sent to the court to ask for permission to film and to take still pictures. Any fool sitting on radio and TV in Ghana, America has said, or a journalist, go to the court, just ask. The court will give it to you. Just ask, send an email. Send an email. This job is so easy. It is not complicated. I don't know what Jimmy sir. Why say toilet mumwa? I don't know what Jimmy sir. Send an email to the court and tell the court you want evidence to this. Is this there? The court will hand it over to you. Na Nkwasiafo mo hunyenyenyan Jimmy matete tinkwa ya iremoni mabetata camera nimu ekeka Nkwasiasem adentia ya kuromuni ya party ni NPP Kennedy Agyapong asama to ninti ya nsay American court ya ngu court nenimase. Why do you do that? Now this document is request of permission to photograph electronical record of or broadcast a court proceeding into the Anas team. They sent a document. They requested that can we film? Can we take still pictures? I did not make this document up. These are documents from the court that any person can just ask for. When you enlarge the document, let me show you and let me read the documents with you. In class 4, this is what you see. These are the facts. Mwe Jimmy Dodo, mudi munkurase samru fi wurem. Mabetena brochire, monumu kankankan, mabebo jantira ti kurom ha. Mo brekese. Mo nimu se entwamoa. Google radio so Facebook Jimmy mo. This is the document. It is not difficult. It is so easy to do that. Mo hu fin in Chamwan asefo mo dwen se mo betumi de san konkonsan nkwase akeka no saa e de NPP aba power enye dwuma in the name of journalism. Yeah journalism. Yeah journalism. Eyasema ya nyenyem wo eyasintim mo Jimmy. Now look at the records. Say completed forms must be submitted to the assignment judge, trial court administration, designee for approval. Date of request 3/17/25, March 17, 2025. Name of requester yakataso. Telephone number of requester yakataso. Affiliation freelance journalist. So a freelance journalist who was part of the whole thing, who also went to cover, actually requested to take their cameras, to take videos and still pictures. A freelance journalist. So you don't need any special accreditation. You just have to put in a request. A yase mafwo ya mo papa de mo maame ko hyehyɛ yase ene be gyenye munti mo ayese moa mo dwen se enye NPP agana wu kwasiafo mo hu fin. Now when you go down there you see this permission to request for name of person attending, that has been covered. Name of case L2918-22, judge courtroom number Jeffrey Edini ne ohono, date ene shohono. Now I request permission to use recorded equipment for the following activities. Check all the blah blah, and they ticked video, still photography. Video and still photography. These are the two things that the freelance journalist requested. A person or taking video and still photography. That's all. Dirty people from dirty roots. Then when you go down there, you see specific equipment to be used. Phone and camera. It is there. Inti Adwoa ben eka se Ken Agyapong den when the man one kwan and den you just need to do this. This is simple. You just need to put it in. You get it. Now, mutual request was it granted? Yes. Was the request granted? This is what they got back after they sent the request. The request was granted. Go to the court. Now, this is Martha Estrella to the person who sent the freelance journalist who requested to be able to do that in court. Good afternoon. Please see the approved request for video and still photography in the matter XL 00291-8-22 in Judge Beecham's courtroom on 3/18/25 or Beckham, whatever you want to call it. Regards, and you can see clearly Martha Estrella, administrative specialist 4. They actually requested, they got a permission to do that. The documentation is there, the phone number is there, access vicinage, New Jersey Court, Superior Court of New Jersey. What else again do you need? There's an email there. What kind of journalism is this? And you allow goats and sheep because you see journalism now for to be for guests. To be for guests. Nipa findia to be for guests. Momesala was no bianca adwene. Now so that thing there is easy for everyone to do. It is easy. I can line 15 people up on my show. And Adwene was saying, hey, where the NTS here? Now so Adwene was saying, kwasie bia one body bra bi no fi bi no abefana tena so ono na discuss Ghana. Now who were you saying? What is your job as a foreign was credible platform? Every single thing we speak on here, we make sure we use the facts to back it. It's very, very important. 2025, you cannot just be walking on the street like a stray dog and just be speaking. You need facts. You need to sit. Dabena hu sikenia onam kurum ekasa kasa. No, maintain, sit. Yanseni bia tena se na wakasa. Ekse stray dogs na nam kurum kasa se moa. Wonhu sikeni pa onam kurum kasa kasa by heart. No. All wise, intelligent people, they sit and they speak. One what's in America, what's in Europe, obi oni bibidia or namukrum kasaza bodamni, ebin see that. We all have offices, we have places we speak. That's very important. Now, moment to Jumadi so. Now, yebeju some other parts Jumadi so. Well, sa story way egigim Adwoa Safo ati chain. And chain now what is got to do with a year NPP as a political party. And the most interesting thing in it say, a starting free, you see Adwoa Safo say school feeding. Wiki as well Adwoa Safo from radio to radio, TV to TV. Busango say, what is her end game? See, the Adwoa Safo ye. And then the party for sorry kasa. Okay, can sema kasiye. The question here is, what is Adwoa Safo's end game? Say, utbi busa ho sa question now. Obehu de emwa we omo ye. You understand the NPP? Say debi ameka say they are piglets. Omo ye ntwamoa, omo ye mprekwa. 42 years in opposition. Mekache mu say something we all have to come together and let it happen. They need to stay in opposition for 42 years. Adwoa Safo is one of the piglets. And you see, she is basically letting you know NPP no or mawati asiye. Enti we Ghana ni na wo hwe Adwoa Safo or Koba or Kabrofo or Chichirim mumusa ne say Adwoa Safo end game ne dean. Why this now? What are you doing? Why should we listen to you? Why now? Why are you doing this now? What is the end game? Do you have an end game? Tell us your end game. But so you're smarter. At the same any omo platform we saw around the world that they don't miss this show. You will know what Adwoa Safo is doing. What Adwoa Safo is doing goes beyond Adwoa Safo. What Adwoa Safo is doing is playing a game on the intelligence of Ghana for one. Any party for no no. That is what this girl is doing. Now, you see Adwoa Safo kasa afa school feeding home. Now, you be din komo ane de be pie baby a na ma kire mu code no. Nobody should take the NPP serious again in Ghana. Maka kire mu and obi kan ye afenyo marking or you can content creator minority leader o. Ono e kire asebe nsi no akwa picture. E kire bibi nsi no be press conference. Afenyo marking ono a content creator o. Ono or to say TikToker. He needs more pictures. He needs more viewership. Afenyo marking is not there to bring anything to the table to change the NPP or change Ghana. No. Or your content creator minority leader. He is basically a TikToker. All that he does is yachiwe no akona akotwa picture. Oh, and now the NPP for yachi nipa we. Oh, what to say? Yeah, press conference. Or your content creator. There's nothing enough in your marking. It is a West steady party now. There is no leadership. After marking a general secretary or a chairman or a defender or a DND, one person because he is just calling for attention. Only a boys no more TikTok. The difference in him after marking is a content creator minority leader or a content creator Kasongo 99. So if you're a serious Ghanaian, now we analyze it after marking the NPP. Now you will see say the whole party is a content creating a platform. They create content. It's a content creation platform. They are creating content for people to laugh. Because majority of the people in the party are stupid. Who is the leader of the NPP? Nobody. Because a headless piglet who thinks that they can suck anyone's dick and become the top piglet. Until they are all walking around. That is what they are doing. The party itself is done. Now let's go back to Adwoa Safo all year. Team, stay with me. School feeding. Akufo-Addo ordered audit but distanced himself after backlash over rot I uncovered. Adwoa Safo is jumping from radio to radio. we treat a woman was slangy kakra, a woman as no one but he said, "Yami kasa." On say, "Oh, you fake," and now he's faking English. He is trying to be an intellectual. He is trying to look sensible. He is trying to look attractive, politically attractive. She is trying to do everything to sound intelligent. But you see, what has been done has been done. Adwoa Safo is not a new politician. We know Adwoa Safo where she started and where she is now. Now, Adwoa Safo Akansembebre, let's go listen to where it started from. Feeding, school feeding. Or Kansembi, let me point something out to you.
Penyufo ewo ekunya efficacy enimu or no reported to into reported to me, and the rot and the corruption koso wo ho no aban abai me se omomo mani nko ho ehifa school feeding ho man panyi kufo de adwenpa and the school feeding ebai na the way I turning no me start ye di gender mame me ho beba time nyina president Akufo Addo ka tell me say menye audit of school feeding ansa ne amame sikapo de aye adwuma say den na sika bebre na ye de ko ho no ne ye de ye enne me ka ne ye wo mu me kwa me frɛ maami ba ko won ma mienu won ma no ato me nkra se wono no bebia ne connections wo wa ban mu ho no se ne amani ni di agro no won pe o na me se me de asoma me me ye adwuma and I did my audit me the report echo cabinet omo pa mo me ka nche me se me boa. And the rot, majority of the rot in every central region. Rot, katasisa project kankan.
It was school feeding.
It was school feeding.
And it reported back to the president. Said,
"Made me report it, koi."
What the man, ni pan say on report.
Made me report it, koi. Afi say did there never no name say backlash never papa ne so afi papa na say onyon na timi nye audit no.
Papa be president Akufo Addo.
Yes. O say onyon na o say timi for audit ni kra entu baby. E ho na me problem say start here. Maame ni nya kukudro ba me office say enkola ne sika a de marketra yi per head no that time pono ni enfamba 1 CD 50 pesos na 1 CD 1 CD per child no or me pa or me be ye di where yes don't speak ill of the dead maame wanya ne baby come nkan gu nani ase but NPP for brand me tuntum tie say me kan okra wom na me fa me ntoma fita efra maame ne ba me ho be ka kire me say me pa obetimi the go schools ashishem agije 1 CD ni e Ghana manten baby a de abreme and she can make me rich and I'm say what about da me fi apostle kwa Joseph asinimu na me bai
nyema na ye din kakra for this ni se na wo kan ma me no entiase a obi obetimi a defend ne ho ba question we bisa na say adentina nsem ni koso nyina wan kan na fe na wo kasa
se ye nyina nkra ni mu ntutu nkra ni o sa mre no kra wo kasa
adentina nsem de ba ye wan kan o se ye nyina nkra ni mu ntutu nkra ne kwasia obu ba hye ho so mo some way Jimmy they play around words journalists say adentina asem de ba ye no wan kasa o se o ye ntina nkra ni mu ntutu nkra ne o de be abehye ho enti nkwasiade o ye nyina ne yentie sa be no ye remfi odwan. Now the most important thing about Adwoa Safo nsema no kano I want you to know something. And this goes to the NPP. NPP is a criminal cartel, a criminal entity. So now you're going to know support NPP with Jimmy. And some Adwoa Safo kano, the Emma assembly dangerous and they say she actually became a minister or your audit and what they call cabinet. Nabaomianto. So it means every single thing Adwoa Safo is talking about, corruption, deep-rooted corruption. Bawumia was aware of it. Mahamudu Bawumia has been aware and was aware. And the party as a whole, they have all been aware. Because here has a central region and a school feeding the corruption. Ken Agyapong is in charge of central region. Don't get anything wrong here. I am letting you understand Adena Oyeno. She is on a Bawumia cleansing spree and potential running mate spree. What she is doing, or play with your minds. What to the new NPP will say, am I a fool? Bawumia will have to choose a woman as running mate. And at this point, they want to separate Akufo Addo from Bawumia. And she herself, Nankasa or Namhono, Adwoa Safo no, she has no credibility in Ghana politics. But she feels to say, partner kodum pempensobia, majority of him are Jimmy. and that Ejuma or Yeboa Bawumia no, she deserves to say Bawumia started to pick a running mate or say a consider no. It was at a point, Yabusani say, now oversight a parliamentary or say no. Now one person be parliamentary and then a person. At a point, Yabusani say, do you want to go back to Domiko Abenya and contest and go to parliament? Or say never. It is a never, then a person. Oh, I will do everything possible until Bawumia becomes president, on politics. And the other Brewama will try to you. Because Bawumia will never. You think it will make Bawumia come to power? Now, let's stick to the basics. Who Adwoa Safo NPP for? And you see, the funny thing is, NPP for they had deals in this school feeding. From chairman, the general secretary, women's organizer, national, they all have contracts in this. Now, who Adwoa Safo? Say, nye callous na we ya, and nye careless na we ya, and now when a very disheartening human being. A year then also I audit and say, enkwara totofifi atisa wo ba na ode ete eho epe favor. What the omba just basically the excuse for people to have sympathy on you. Enya ya say enkwara totofifi omodi 2, 3, 4, 5. Ya serve eduane ani se omudi. Sika wo se de man kwara na ye de mom ye mfa mom a enkwara na enya koshiokwa ebi fam wu no. Enya won se wo betena ho for 4 years to pass before you come and tell us, say, oh, you're bad time. After your audit, you did not speak on it because you engineer cranny monte cranny. We are dangerous chain poison. So you looked on, you watched, you sat back because humanity America. Because any Jimmy, any Twitter now to America, your TikTok video, now was slang the Sunday. Now your mamma no more yeldo. Omo eye de domi abra omo eye concentrate ye maame na omo kodwomu ba no omo manage sika na unim se ye mfa mo na enkwara ne nyaduane pandi no. You had no problem for 4 years for these kids to go through hell. Now what done wo be ka kire Ghana for say ye ntie because you go papa company. Are you okay? Do I care about your father's company? So papa ejuma oye no say so ani ena nka ejuma eye papa pa kamu nyina mu jai ko boa mo papa. Oh, papa, with all due respect to him, idea all say a idea why I already said or person or set example. Emma Ghana for nyina ehu edine chia anko mamu nyina mo be na dwuma ni bi. Ade chichire Ghana. Ba wo kura wo na mo no papa ka akura no since our papa ye ka unchu papa kan tu kwan kokuma seda. Because you don't even trust your father. Oh papa intelligence than trim. A dear gadget na wo papa ya esi gu fi a we use. And this is the stupidity we have been dealing with. In the end, NPP for nyina said Adwoa Safo kasa. Now, let me tell you something. What Adwoa Safo is doing, when we gap, they know Bawumia will definitely go for a woman as running mate. Adwoa Safo, ohun no say with the MP, ohun no say with the minister, ohun no say she's not going to go lower. All that she needs to do now is to fight to be a running mate to Bawumia. So right now, basically, what she is doing is say, one, she wants to clean Bawumia and separate Bawumia from Ekufuado. And then she will look like a clean person by throwing dead people under the bus. Because the fact of the case is to say, Mamina wuna oka asema todos no. Then the chisa said the Adwoa Safo kano. Mameno, she actually did it. Girl, we were a dangerous woman. The woman is dead. The woman she's accusing. Nipa no number tell or spino. Sapano. Ogune nimasno. The woman is dead. The woman lived with you throughout. You could not have the balls and the holes to sit on TV to tell Ghanaians to say, this woman is corrupt. She is forcing me to be corrupt. I don't want to be corrupt. I've done an audit. The president is ignoring to publish it. You sat there. Who is going to speak for the woman? And who says that what you are saying is the truth? Who, right now, what can I select him? When you be a one samanka, but Mamina wuno. Mamina won't me be in one no. Mamina, all that you are saying, we cannot verify. No, that woman is dead. into what the Uber stepping on a dead woman with her soul rest in peace to become relevant. This is abominable. Adia we are no air time. We are not stupid. You are so despicable. Say, Obia wewu weja ma weja kunum weja busia. Na Adwoa Safo ende nyame pengu na ka bia bo wekum na adia chi mo bia be gina radio so kasa ansem we afa ho without any documentation. You want to tell me you are Adwoa Safo? Said the audit you put together, you did not have a copy with you. You are so selfish. You as a minister, you prepared an audit report. You want to tell me say only that report, Ekufuado Nkwando only report. Don't you have a copy of the report? At least show us the copy of the report to prove say Mahamena sana wakato no the woman asama wakan because ontume yin huanunti. There are records to prove say unye de nipa bia waka asama to obi so. You are a liar. Adwoa Safo, you are a liar. Ubetume kunipa ewia kete. You are dangerous. And you see, the NPP as a political party, that is how they are. And you see, Amutina say, I know say, Ghana for Jimmy. Suddenly, Adwoa Safo appears from nowhere. Adwoa Safo appears from nowhere and she knows everything about the party. Everybody is bad. Bawumia is good. Ekufuado is a bad person and his team. So, see me as a good person. Bawumia is a good person. Let Bawumia be president. Are you mad? What do you say, Jimmy? From nowhere, Adwoa Safo appears. Having a radio, let me tell you, that thing you see Adwoa Safo doing, they orchestrated it. She came to condemn the report now. Now, Oseche Ben Sabunsu, Eka Huasem no. This Adwoa Safo, the oye no. Adwoa Safo, Bawumiamo sat down to do this. Because you see, if Adwoa Safo can go close to Bawumia, the vice presidential candidate, she needs to clean herself first. But first, before she can be trusted, she needs to separate Bawumia from Ekufuado. And it's just we see the conversation. It is all about Bawumia nyashi, me nyashi, Ekufuado mo die. Bawumia nyashi, me nyashi, Ekufuado mo die. So what she is trying to do is she has gone so low to even step on a dead woman, to use that dead woman to be relevant. That is what makes Adwoa Safo dangerous. Jezebel and Adwoa Safo difference in him. But the most dangerous thing in Ghana say, the NPP as a political party, they know say the Adwoa Safo eken nyinano, they are guilty because they were all involved in a criminality. Mameka Bincho. Central Region school feeding, Ken Agyapong played 90% role in it. Yes. Emma no mudi sika of Central Region. Ken Agyapong on na yo camping of Central Regional. Ono ene lead ya omo yesa nyomano edemema emma no mo no. It is if Adwoa Safo is saying say road in here for Central Regional, Adwoa Safo is technically telling you say Ken Agyapong en call for no na ya kromfo. Are you listening? Say Adwoa Safo ende ojina ho say reporter ye nyina ye huda. Because the funny thing is from Boating actual report come Ekufuado. Odi Ekufuado nsem eko Jubilee House afribo paremoje no. When Ekufuado refused to release the report, from Boating released the report. So Adwoa Safo, I'm asking you a simple question. Where is the report? The audit report now we are in a way. You are despicable. You are using a dead woman's name to become relevant in Ghana politics. Are you not ashamed? Unfair. Are you not ashamed? Because you oversaw a regime that stole from Ghanaians. In any country, you will be going to jail because at least you had an idea, or you knew about the corruption. You knew about the rot. For you to ignore the rot, for it to go on, it means you are also what? Involved in the corruption.
Abusinya yes, enti we and sama etimi akoso ewo honom and see MPP we check Kevin so begu no ibegu MPP no many Kevin ibegu no because omo mfata se the current leadership of MPP we omo no ma gu party omo no ma say party no authoritatively omo no ma iden as say party no enye mo mu ye nyina enye the leadership of it, Akufo-Addo etimi skill mu. Akufo-Addo etimi di nsa to omo so to the extent say enima bi ko chimatokra na they can come out and say because of say no mo ankasa mu nyina edom ho akɔhye Akufo-Addo nsam na omo aye den omo ni Akufo-Addo ena eye edwuma sikadie bi ene niema bi a ekoso eno ena amasabre NPP atete apansam enti ne party no bia sori ahe anya Sara Adwoa Safo nko so buma kwa so bia ma abontini emeka de ha no obia mbra abontin embeka de ha na party ni begu because ensem hihye nipa ho omo kwan kra na omo kasai na so omo kwan a minua be ma minua ba ensem hihye nipa ho in fact ensem hihye nkrofo bu ensem de den hihye nkrofo bu ene be pinso e wokurum hanom ebe ye den ebe ye pinso e wokurum hanom it ye kan comfort ase. The party NPP at this stage, it is not a political party we so good Ghana so. Party mo be Ghana so for 8 good years. You misa say din no mo ye you mutimi ye ni. Free CHC ye ne yura ye John Dramani Muhammad Dauroma. And then why extend it to the private schools? Our monsu ebitimi ajibi. Na ebe mo mo hwa ye den ahinhano mo. And the initiatives are you John Mahama Edigu Akwemono a laudable, soundable, and clear. By Yebisa MPP for a woman a din a day and no moye. Although Akufo-Addo yade and what the buy the BM said to Akufo-Addo say at that very year now buy na and all the researchers the buy. Say year no kwane kuye chen say eko nedim nanka di bibiba ekononim no enanka sebi essay but we die ye de buy no na ejina nan so ekononim no enankrofo bi sha asese omu yusu sa free SHS no edia adidi edia enyo omo ho iti nuani bi na wo so omo supplier omo de fa ko omo so de fa akoton ai de wo hanom ni na sisi omo chichi headmasters bi patrons bi no mega nyo allegations ka mema and you know it there is evidence over there. Omochichi patrons been omochichi headmasters been no muwie nuane ton me boana am I making allegations? This is a fact. What you say? It may be a party in the Drew Sambino. Muhyanka boom. We people need unity. But it's as if says will be for unity. No, it is a say propaganda. No, it's a win to me, you win to me. It's a more and this for a movie mojuma. And this for so when you mu yo mojuma because party in why she said to quanto qua they can't wait at they can't wait. And do you know what? You are John Mahama a boy juma or ye juma or ye the obini bida or ye the obini bida. That is why MPP for they are fighting themselves because they have nothing to say about this government. They have nothing good to say about this government or nothing bad to say about this government. They are good, they move breaker, but they have decided not to talk. Then observe the back papa you kufa you John Mahama Mamodi and komodi beko ewo mo nkasa bu party the party na practice pansam and that is what they are doing now. It is John Mahama ebo edwuma ovra no eye edwuma ovra no yeden eye edwuma abusiafo it is sanity me ma me cheba for United States of America yakopon hira me ma me roye bi wo UK obi bia hwe bega TV no yakopon koso a hira wo abusiafo makrawo